Okay, according to YouTube, I am now live. And we've got 5 votes already for the vote thing. We got Bakerloo's leading, and no votes for Central. Well, it seems like I have some generous people, viewers. Very nice. Let me put my music on, and let me close my door quickly. I need to do that. Okay. Right then. Oh, my map. I need to open up my map. Okay. Oh boy. Map. Hello. That's a very interesting way of saying hello, William. So, yeah, how are you doing? I personally prefer to say hello to people, but, you know, you be you. Hello, Jonanator. Welcome to the stream. Oh, well, welcome, and also welcome to a very empty bank account. Because if you remember last stream I did, you may have noticed I had at least, was it like 400 million? But I'm now at 13, so where'd all the money go? Well, the answer to that question is, well, if you see the Northern Line trains running, I needed 40 trains for one branch. So that's where all the money went. Also, nice to see you again as well, Jack. Glad you can join in. Am I the only one curious as to what the Northwest London is? Am I missing something in that message? Okay, then yes, you are. I mean, in Northwest London, there's not really much. I mean, there are some sites. There's a Denny's in Uxbridge, which is I love. I'm sorry, I misread your name. Sorry about. See, this is what happens when I'm trying to. My brain has been fried trying to do some of these blasted train services. So I'm so sorry, Jake. I'm not reading. Forgiveness, please. Alright. Also, hello, Concord. Welcome to the stream. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. So it's the North. I did the North the North London line is the line that goes from Richmond to Stratford via this route, via Willesden Junction. So this line. If we were to add this in NIMBY Rails in its current state, like I haven't got the Victoria line and I don't have the Jubilee or Central line, it's gonna be impossibly busy. It's gonna be so bad. So choose wisely. So yeah, well, last stream everything was going fine actually, but then once I finished building the Northern line, I ran out I managed to have enough money to buy all the trains for the High Barnet branch, but then I don't have enough trains for the Edgware services. So they're running every 9 minutes-ish, whereas this one is running every 3 minutes, which is roughly what it is in reality. And I'm having to grind money I had to spend like half an hour in the game at max speed to grind enough money for trains on the Piccadilly line. And even then, I still need to buy 7 more. Alright, so let me just put a timer on now, quickly again. So, 3-minute timer. Alright, so in 3 minutes, we'll make a decision on which line we'll build. So it's actually pretty close between Bakerloo and North London line. Again, no votes for Central, so very interesting. Oh, why? Hang on. Let me put the game on, at least. I know you can take out another loan, but I'm really happy with just the one. I'm very, you know, it's already a pain in the rear having to pay $18 million a year. No, a month, yeah, with interest. That's a good one, Jake. Funny, it's funny you should mention that, because after Wonga.com went bust, there haven't really been any loan sharks like advertising in the UK. It was like I haven't seen many adverts for them. But then again, I have ad block, so. All right, still at 9. Still Bakerloo leading. Yeah, well, we're bringing in. I mean, this is the good thing about this save is that it is actually profitable. Also, don't worry about this. The trains in the morning at Cockfosters get stuck, but they don't get late. They just get stuck in the depot because they're dumb, and the game doesn't know what to do. So that's okay. The trains are fine though. But yeah, as I was saying, this save is actually really profitable. We do make money. I will now prove it. So you can see we still burn a lot of money through compensations and refunds, but we are making 6 million roughly a day. So yeah, actually I'm curious, how much money does TFL bring in a day? Well, we get 4 million journeys a day, but that's not really helpful. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, I keep forgetting how loud that is. Alright, final vote. Oh, for goodness sake! It's a tie! Okay, this is... I can't exactly run the vote again. What am I supposed to do with that information? Flip. Alright, fair enough. That's a good idea. Hang on, where's my coin jar? Oh, it's there. I don't want to do the central line. I'm doing everything I can not to do the central line for now. Actually, yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna say, yeah, up to me. I'm gonna just go Bakerloo. No, but that doesn't feel right. Let me heads. Okay, let me get a coin out. Heads for Bakerloo, tails for North London line. Should I be honest? Alright, okay, it was tails. Oh, it was actually tails. Yeah, alright, it's tails in that case, so North London line. Alright, so the reason why I am very, actually, let me just... Yeah, just a minor tweak there. The reason why I am so unhappy with that result is because, well, for two reasons. One, the North London line is going to get stupidly busy. And the West London line, I should say. The second reason is that I don't know what trains to use. So let me go through our portfolio of train choices. Logically, I should use the Z5000, no, 50,000 Francilian, whatever you pronounce it. these trains would make would be roughly analogous to the Electrostar. But their capacity sucks ass, look at that. And, you know, sometimes they run them in pairs and... Oh, see you later, Crazy Shark. Thanks for coming along, at least. Yeah, so the issue that I currently have is that, yes, I can run them in pairs, but they're too long. I'd have to make the platforms 200 meters long, which... Okay, it's going to be it's going to be steel wheel. Okay, it's going to have steel wheel, so don't worry about that. It needs to be a mainline train anyway. Okay. It's not even I mean, I don't want to say it's a good pick, but I don't know what train to use for this blasted service, because all of the trains we have suck. Maybe we could use the Z5000, like 2900. Oh my, hang on. Yes. We could use... Oh, okay. Because you can't run those as pairs because they'll be too long. The long trailers will be... What train should we use on the North London line then? Because we're limited to French rolling stock in order to keep things consistent. Maybe we could use the 8800. Perhaps, maybe? Because if it's 120... What's Paris's equivalent of the D stock? The MF77, I would assume? Because they were built at roughly the same time. But we can't use that because we have to use a mainline SNCF train for this service. Because it's going to be like a mainline route. So... those trains are more... Would you pick the 710? On the basis that this is a French railway save, and we're using French rail trains, no. Would RER count as mainline? Well, this is the thing. The RER services is not the North London line. The North London line would be, in this save, is the equivalent of Transilien, so the outer urban services. I think the one you're talking about, Journator, is the RER NG, which I think might be 50-50 on that, because that's too long. That's too long to run as pairs. But yeah, those ones. Because I was actually thinking... Also, because they're brand new trains, they're very expensive. That's another thing. We're not running with infinite money. So these trains are very expensive. Like, one of them costs 14 million as a... Oh! Okay, that's a pair of them. Like, what? Hold on a second. Yeah, okay. As opposed to 7 million for, like, a single set of this. And I would like to imagine the older ones are even cheaper. Yeah. So this is even cheaper, but it wouldn't have as much capacity. Yeah. Alright, I think I think begrudgingly, I might use the Transilians in pairs the shortcut, because I think at that length we'll be able to handle it, hopefully. So basically 200-meter long trains. Gotcha. Alright then. So let's start building. Yeah, let's start building, because we can at least build the stations and stuff. So we'll start at Richmond. Which also means, because of that, we need to make the platforms a little bit longer here. So let's do that quickly. Remove constraint. We need to have it at least 200 meters. Or 193, that's good enough. Yeah, that will, yeah, 190. So I'll copy this. Increase the speed limits to 100 kph, because we're going to be generous. Then change the track to that, because we're not going to have the trains go any faster than 120. And we'll also change the platform colours to help me remember. So let's see. Nope. Nope. I like that. I like having the colours red. We'll go with red. Well, it says orange, but whatever. That's an easy way to identify, make it easier. There are some RER coloured platforms, but I'm just too lazy to install that. Well, not even install, just too lazy. Laziness has no bounds. Well, whilst I begin obviously building more of this, how's everyone's day been? Let's ask that. Let's check up with you. Back to normal, Blue Jay. And hello, that's okay if you're a bit busy. Nice to hear from you again, as always. If you want to know what I'm doing, I'm building the North London line currently. So, fun. Oh, bowling! I want to do some bowling soon. Yep, that was always a benefit when I was in school as well. Not going to school on weekends. That sounds horrible. Well, for me, I've been okay. Though just before the stream started, I was making up my bed, and I was making up the bed, and the covers, the duvet that I used was spewing feathers. So I think I accidentally swallowed a feather, but I don't know if it feels like I have, and it's just really annoying with my gag reflex. So I'm just trying to work out what the problem is. And don't worry, Blue Jay, I'll be giving the North London line a better line speed where applicable. And hello, No One. I just want to say, Mr. No One, you are on very thin ice. Don't do anything I've told you not to do, okay? Just because I'm lax does not mean I have no rules. So don't do anything stupid to make people uncomfortable. Please. You don't have to censor it, but I just told him not to do it, that's all. I mean it. Alright. let's do the station. So, next one is Gunnersbury. Thank you. The North London line is a bit of a mess, so we're going to be giving it better speed limits. And longer trains as well, I forgot to mention. So the trains will be longer and they'll be faster. However, because of how NIMBY Rails works, I don't know if it will be greater capacity, so I cannot confirm that for now. No, we are not using Adventurers on the North London line. Though I did see... Oh, no, I'm thinking of something else. Typically, I would do something like that as well, but because I'm not using infinite money, and I really want to try and have a save that's actually good, I'm not going to do that generator. Funnily enough, I did see a reskin of the 150 into London Overground for Train Simulator. I was actually going to install that, but then I forgot. Yeah, thank goodness the Pacers aren't in France. Actually, now that you mention it, Concorde, I do think there is a French pacer. Hang on, I know it. I remember mentioning it a few streams ago, actually. SNCF class. I'm just going to quickly go and find it. I know what the name... I just forgot the number. I think that one's closer to a 153 rather than a pacer. Alright, okay, there's the Class X 2100. It's like a rail car thing. Which is, there you go, it's that. I think there are also some other versions as well. That doesn't exist in NIMBY Rails, thank goodness. But it does exist in real life. Yeah, I mean, even Germany has rail cars. Even today, the Stadler RS1. Which I've still yet to ride on. Boat rail cars? Excuse me? I'm just... No, just going... I don't know, I've never heard of the boat-looking French... I've never heard or seen that. I'm gonna have to politely not... I've never seen... No, I've never known about that. Those trains don't look like boats to me, honestly. Wait, those rail-converted boats. No, I've never heard of those vehicles either. I must be learning something new. I wonder if 70 kph is possible. Oh, that's great. So we can go faster, at least. Okay, now there's South Acton. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. You talking about the class X73 500? You mean this thing? Hang on. Oh. That thing. Okay, that one has a bit more of a boat appearance. Okay. Hello, 12E. Welcome to the stream. I'm currently building the North London line, albeit it's going to be a Transilien line. So, yeah, not fun. Yeah, that'll be on the Windsor bit. I'm a fan. Oh, that's great. Glad to hear you're a fan. Thank you very much for showing interest in my videos. And I wonder if you know what it means. I don't know what you mean by that, no. Also, can I also place one hard to swallow truth pill on the chat table? No! No, you may not. Yeah, that's the one I just linked in the chat earlier. Well, a minute ago. Right. Well, I hope you enjoy the videos I upload on the channel every 4 million years. But regardless, glad you enjoyed. Wait, what was I trying to say? No. Yeah, those are, but yeah, they're basically the modern version of the class one. Well, the French class 153. I have asked my friend to film one day, so I can get some footage for whenever I can do the Sprinter review. I have a comparison to see how the French handle it, and how the Germans as well. South Acton, Acton Central. In case people weren't aware, French trains do actually change voltages on certain routes. In fact, there is an RER line that does that as well. Well, was it? No, yeah, there's an RER line and a Transilien line where they change power from... They change it from 25 kilovolts AC to 1.5 kilovolts DC. But it's not. It's still overhead wires. They just need, different systems. So that's kind of interesting. Well, basically everywhere, because they just add switches instead of switching voltage. Well, not everywhere. It's just like certain lines where they need to or not. Maybe we can have this at... I think we're about to slow it down to 40 kph. Maybe 50 for Willesden Junction. We're going to become really busy. I think they do. Well, I think they do anyway. Let me just see. Yeah, I think they normally have... I mean, a Francilian train normally... The Z5000, the 50,000s, they do have multiple pantographs anyway, so... That's no issue for them. Alright, Willesden Junction Station. This is going to be fun. I actually... behind everyone's back, I have solved how I'm going to sort out the Watford DC line, but I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to solve that, so we'll keep it quiet for now. But rest assured, I have it solved. Yes, it's totally Windows XP. It's not a theme I have just applied. It's really Windows XP. Shh! Don't tell him no one. That'll ruin the magic. Meanie. Well, you're not actually far off from what I'm considering to do, Generator, so... Oh, hang on, that's not right. But yeah, you're not too far off from my college-educated plan that I have. Deep level AC. No, it won't be anything that stupid. It's going to be a sensible idea. Also, I'd like to say, because the Bakerloo line is going to be rubber-tired trains using the MP59s, there is no way you're going to share rubber-tired trains and normal metro. Well, like normal AC. That's just going to be stupid. Entertaining, but stupid. No, it's not going to terminate at Queen's. Queen's Park. It's going to continue to Harrow and Wealdstone as normal. I think the Sheffield Supertram is DC, as well as the Tyne and Wear Metro, but I'm going to double check. I think it is. Oh, they've renamed it to the South Yorkshire Supertram, because it's no longer, because Stagecoach isn't running it anymore. Yeah, it's 750 volts DC. Yeah, I loathe Windows 11. I have Windows 8.1 in a serious sense. Yeah, to be serious for me, I do have Windows 8.1, but Windows 11 is awful. Again, no one, I have a plan. I'm not going to tell you what it is until we get to building the Bakerloo line. Also, soon as Hale Navigation Road, that's due to become shared and segregated. Oh, entertain, like, intelligence. Wow! Holy crap! It finally took us so long. Oh, I never thought I'd see the day. Okay, I feel like I'm not making my previous points clear, no one, but when I said I'm not going to tell you, that doesn't mean if you keep guessing, I will eventually tell you. I'm kind of impressed that people do watch this on mobile phones. Because I would imagine that the game would be just way too small to see at that point. Not that I have a problem, you know. It's nice that people could still say hello regardless. Yeah, and obviously you can't have electric trains running in Northern, because then that means you won't have well, because you've gotten rid of the 319s, you won't have enough trains to use. Oh, so your computer's balked. Oh, balked. Okay. I do, because I don't have any access to anything else bigger away from uni. Fair enough. I just didn't realize how many people did watch the stream on the phone. I couldn't imagine watching a stream on a phone myself personally. To be honest, I don't really watch many streams anyway. So nice speed limits. Look at that, 100 kph. How delicious. In reality, this line is much slower. I think it's about 35 miles an hour around here? Northwards? Ooh. So, let's see. There is actually one issue I do have at the moment, which I've realised regarding this save. Which is, well, with the North London line, where do they staple their trains? Do they all fit them in Willesden Depot? That looks really small for the fleet of Electrostars, but I genuinely don't know. Of course there are short platforms. Where would they be without them? Are the Stoke-on-Trent services limited to 3 coaches? I know the Bay platform at Stoke. What's it called? I know Stoke on Trent's Bay platform is 3 cars, well, 4 cars long. But where do they, like, what about, surely they must, what about the stations in between? Hello there, Tom. Nice to see you. South is going fine. Apparently, according to the weatherman, there's supposed to be a thunderstorm later this evening. But when I'm in bed, most likely. They run 6 cars on a Stoke stop. Okay, that's good. I thought they did. I just couldn't remember if they did or not. If they continue to do that. No, they can be 6. It's just not really used much because it messes everything up on the throughs. Yeah, that makes sense. I know they wouldn't do it all the time because, you know, Northern is Northern, but I just wanted to know if it can happen. Wow, a 6-car train on Saturdays. Wow, you're getting spoiled. Next, you'll be telling me a train is running on Saturdays. Wow. Don't worry, I'll find a way to solve the issue with the stabling. I'll think of a way. It will most likely be at Willesden though. But there's no point trying to build something you're not, trying to plan a depot already. We haven't even built all the tracks. Oh, Westfield. The place that every teenager loves to record daft videos to become the next social media star. Well, which Westfield are you talking about? Because this is Westfield at Shepherd's Bush, but there's also another Westfield at Stratford. Funnily enough, I still remember going to Shepherd's Bush the Westfield London Westfield. I went there the day it opened. Because I was staying with my auntie, and while she didn't live in the area, she needed to go there, near that area. So we went on the bus and tube all the way there. We was down the first time, like the first opening day. Pretty much I think it was like a preview day they had. And it was actually the first time I rode on an Electrostar, like a 377, because we had to head back down home to Croydon, because that's where she was staying. That's where she lived. Yes, I have been to Stratford Newham. It's horrible. Alright, let me just get the spelling of Willesden Junction right, because I always get it wrong. Okay, Willesden Junction. Maybe they put their stock into Euston and the West London line, much budget instead of expensive London depot. Well, I like depots since it's easy to have the trains just sod off somewhere. I was answering 12E's question. Actually, no, make this 80. That makes more sense if this was 80. Oh yeah, the 90 used Scania Omni-Cities, and I'm not too sure if they're still in use. I'll have to check later on. Oh, you poor human, Tom. Yeah, they are separate bus stations, a trap to catch out non-locals. Like you. But I've never heard of a show called Inside the Factory. I've never heard of that. I might have to give that a watch then, because this sounds fantastic. We'll be generous and make it go 120 kph if possible. The thing here is that if you're at Stratford, Stratford's main bus station, it's better. I would rather just take the bus to get to the bus station, to Stratford City bus station. You can do that. It's the ultimate lazy thing to do, but that's what I would rather do. You know, I'm going to quickly check right now because I don't know. I'm gonna double check to see if they still have them on the 97, because that's definitely one of the last routes they were running on. So London, Stagecoach London, vehicles. Alright. Okay, I see a bunch of Scania Omni-Cities, but they seem to be under open tops and stagecoach training, so you seem to be right for now. Yeah, looks like it. Huh? Why are there Optare Solos on the W9? Oh! Did Stagecoach take over the W9? I guess they did. Oh yeah, because Sullivan Buses ran away. We don't want to run a bus service in London because you won't pay us. Oh, street decks, of course. I'll just double check. Well, here I can see a couple of Enviro 400 MMCs. Yeah, street decks. Yeah, you're right. Oh well. Oh, I've got something in my eye. Dang it. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is paste all of the stations here and then name them individually. Then join them up. So we'll just paste the location of these stations. Alright. We've got the stations mapped out at least. I'm not looking forward to how busy this is going to get, though. Alright. This talk of Stagecoach or London Omni-Cities reminds me of their B Network ones that have 3 different design and identities inside. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of hot potato going on again with the operators. It's always fun when that happens. Ooh, now it's your turn. Now it's your turn to have the train or bus. Now it's your turn. Ooh. Oh no, I dropped it. Now I have to throw it in the bin. Aww. Should transit be run for profit and every passenger should pay what they're expected? If not, then AMCAP politics are already deviated. I'm not even gonna. I don't really fancy entertaining political chat tonight. At least nothing. At least something like boring like that. At least. Sorry. I love seeing old bus liveries in Manchester with the B logo just slapped on the side. I still haven't been to Manchester since the rebrand. So I definitely have a lot of things waiting for me, it seems. Ugh. So, pass off to this. No thanks, mate. And then they might get given to Metroline. Metroline again? Really? Oh wow. I want to go back. I want to do some more bus photography somewhere again, but ignore money aside, I just don't know any interesting places to go. left. The Scanias are currently on the free bus after the Opters got killed to death. Oh no! Oh, I didn't get a chance to ride on those Opters! No! Darn it! It took me a while to realise what you were referring to there. Oh, that sucks. A bendy bus railway replacement? Where? And who? Goodness me, that's... I would... I'm missing out so much, it seems. Yeah, I know, but that made them unique. In Wigan Bolton. Alright, I see. Oh, it's an ex-Brighton one. Oh, gotcha. That makes a little bit more sense now. Right. I'm still annoyed that Brighton got rid of their bendy buses, and now all of their bus routes are using dumbass, what's it called? Forgot the names. Buses. They're buses. Gemini 2s. Well, at least it's a sensible choice in this aspect. I think I remember mentioning this in the last stream, but I've always had the opinion with the bendy buses that they could have worked in London if they just didn't put them on stupid routes. Tunnel. Oh, hang on. What's the depth of that? -1. Technically, this would have to be -2. Hold on. So, insert. -2. Selection. There we go. Now the game can continue making money in the background. True, if they used them on routes, they would have fit. They would have worked. Yeah. That's the thing, like, I think they worked well on the 207, because both of its terminus points on that route were just large roundabouts, so dirt easy to work with. But then they go ahead and do something stupid like putting them on the 38, which may seem to work, you know, in hindsight, until you remember, hang on, this bus goes into central London. And that's when the problems start happening. Oh, I do miss the RV one. I do miss it. I rode on it on the last few days of its service, when they were using the hydrogen pulsars. I think. Pulsar 2, I think they were. It's like using a Pendolino on a Chatmos stopper and blaming the train. I think what would end up actually happen, if it was used on the Chatmos, if a Pendolino was used on a Chatmos line, it would just instantly sink into the ground. and all the wildlife and peat will just go nom nom nom. Actually, speaking of peat bogs, yeah, that as well. Speaking of peat bogs, I think one of the routes for HS2 would involve it going over like a very peat bog-like area. So yeah, if they got to be careful, otherwise, you know, it's gonna sink into the swamp, and then they'll be all upset, like, "Ooh, why did this happen?" And it happened because of the cold hand of reality. Heavy vehicle plus soft ground equals uh-oh. True, but there is, again, in the Netherlands, they can't use, what's it called? They can't use the ICM Koplopers and DDZs on the line from Leiden to Utrecht because, well, because the line that goes via Alpen on the Rhin is, it's sinking. And also the high-speed line they built is sinking. The only thing sinking HS2 at the moment is the government. I'm still not looking forward to High Speed 2 though. I wish it connected to High Speed 1, but you know, they're dumb, so it didn't. Putting them on the pacer hole by Class 08 shunters. That's an interesting way of dealing with the criminal justice system. I don't know if I support it, but I can at least applaud your creativity. I'm 19, so I'll be dead when it's done. Yeah. Also, I was just gonna say, Concord. I'm not too sure how they'll be either. The trains have not been built. Has it been decided who's gonna be building them? That's evil, Tom. Very evil indeed. What have we done to you to warrant your evil attitude? The contract was given to Hitachi and Bombardier. So... essentially Alstom now. So, companies that can sort of build trains sometimes. I think your heart will get moved to the other side of your chest. Probably at that speed. Also, for Camden Road, I think I'm going to bring back... I'm going to make it 3 platforms, so trains can easily terminate here. No, 4 platforms, actually. Why not? Let's be generous. Come on, let's give them extra platforms. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. So, it could be anybody. we go. We can have a nice little junction like that. I like this. They've already had to modify the order in order to have doors at both ends of the... Oh boy. It's gonna be one of those days. Ooh, this could be fun. I like this. I like this idea. Though I'm probably going to make this a bit slower. Oh, poor Jake. Jake, you poor man. You're under the assumption that the United Kingdom's Department for Transport cares for its railway network. Let's try and just mix things up a little bit. Yeah, despite being the classic compatible trains, where the loading times would be an important thing, they only ordered them with 2 doors per coach. Go figure. I know, they're dumb, aren't they? As always. We can't have intelligent thinking in the railway industry. Now we'll have a switch here. Oh, come on. There we go. I think the reason for HST not going to Manchester was so the government could invest in the roads. Seems like the car is king again. Network North. North London. Or like... That's right. London gets it all. Everything north of Watford, you know, you have to beg. Save energy and have a switch there instead. Right. Maybe a little bit longer. Come on, behave, game. Come on. Last time there was any intelligence on the railway, steam was still king. Okay, it's not that long ago. There have been some intelligent railway decisions over the years. Just not that many of them. There we go. Back to 100 kph. Oh yeah, there are tons of potholes on the road for almost every county, to be honest. Again, no one. I'm going to decline to answer that question. You're welcome. What would the last intelligent decision be? Well, Norton Bridge's junction, I think, was really a good idea. It caught me off guard the first time I saw it. I was really shocked. Like, holy crap! Hang on, I didn't remember seeing this here before. But yeah, that was an intelligent decision. That classes as one. Well, Norton Bridge was after the Selby bypass, so yes. So I'm still going to vote for Norton. Alright, so let me just adjust this again. Parallel offset to be... $30. Actually, wait, let me just... $7. There we go. Much better. Yeah, that's better. I like that. A whole bunch of stations to rename. Also need to improve the walking distance for connections. If anyone approves the rest of the Castlefield upgrade, that'll be an intelligent decision. Yeah, that ain't happening for a while. Yeah, you keep waiting. And I'll come round to pick up your deceased skeletal remains. Okay. Do a little bit of a slightly different track layout here. I'm too lazy to split the tracks up like that because it's just not relevant, really. Not really needed, is what to say, because there's no freight traders. Now it works. Weird. Alright. Okay. Oh, we've actually almost built it already. Like, we've done a good chunk of it already, like, more than half. Oh, man. Don't you just love, though, you've got one of the biggest bottlenecks on the railway, and the government is doing exactly sod all to do anything about it. Ah, never change, never change. Yep, that's the British way of solving problems, not to solve them. Last time last time anything was said about it, they seemed to think that ETM were. Yeah, no. Well, you can have cab signaling if you want on that section, but it doesn't change the minor situation that you have a section that both freight and passenger trains, both long distance and local passenger trains, run through. Also, the freight trains are really long. I think they used that line because it was like they wanted a testbed line, and also it had life expired radioelectric token block, which is a dumb system anyway. So they thought, oh, we'll kill two birds with one stone, get rid of it, get rid of the old system, and replace it with something we can actually test to see if it works in the UK. So it's a smart decision, but you know. Just what else is new? Oh, there's also a tunnel that goes this way, like a freight. This is like a sort of freight only line, which we're sadly not going to utilize on this save. There's nothing I can really utilize it with. Oh, I love this song so much. It's such a good song to listen to whilst just doing some work like this. And the game is fun to play too. Oh my goodness, 312,000 catchment area. Oh my goodness, I only just realised that. That would be the biggest, I think. Oh dear. Hulk scared. They should reopen the line to Carrington and Timperley and run the freight along there. Yes, it needs a reversal, but it frees up two paths on the Castlefield corridor. Well, they even scrapped that. Ah. I know very little about what the plans for Crossrail 2 are. So so I don't really have an opinion. All I know is that if it uses the exact same trains, I will weep. But I don't think it was scored anywhere near that close. So we're gonna rejoice for now. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, hang on a second. I didn't realise. Oh, paused consultation and design paused since 2020. Oh. I never knew they paused it. Well, considering... Funnily enough, since they have... We could theoretically put this in our save. We could have it as like an RERC. Or actually, I'll call it RERB and then call Thameslink RERC. That's interesting. We could do that. Because I'm looking at the Crossrail 2 map and the proposed routes of it. And honestly, it looks workable. Yeah. Like, we could put something like that in. Maybe not all of its branches. But, yeah. Alright, let's carry on building this. Fair enough. Crossrail 2 will take over some lines outside of Waterloo, despite SWR getting shiny, not-so-new trains anymore. Yeah, well, you know, planning and foresight isn't the railway's best skill. Alright, so I think we have to slow down a little bit on this section. Well, by the time it opens, the zeros would at least be old enough to be replaced, so just cascade the 701s. Oh, maybe even the 701s would be. Possibly. And again, this is under the assumption it gets built, and that it gets built on time. That's a lot of, you know... Okay, we're at Stratford. I'm not looking forward to this station. It's only been an hour. Oh, an hour and 20 minutes and we've reached Stratford. We need Stratford because, well, that's where the line terminates. Thank you. I'm just trying to think. I am going to sort of copy Stratford's layout, but I'm going to just adapt it a little bit. So I'm actually going to, I think it would be a good idea to have an extra platform here. That way these two platforms can be kept free. And then try and see if I can have this platform long enough to be 200 meters long for our trains. Oops. Modern Crossrail 1 was first envisioned in the 80s, and it took about 35 years to open. Crossrail 2 in the 2080s. Oh, goodness me. I would be in my... I think at that point I would be in my 90s and living in Eastbourne. Under the assumption that Eastbourne hasn't sunk into the ocean. Goodness me, that's terrifying. I'd probably be just like playing, I don't know, some card game with a mate or something in Eastbourne or Skegness. And assuming I lived that long. Pretty sure some early construction of Crossrail was seen in 1945. I thought that was like the basic planning and ideas. Was it not? Well, actually, since it's a base station, we can actually have this little extension here, and it won't affect... Alright. Okay. Stratford. If Crossrail 2 did go ahead, they wouldn't call it Crossrail 2, they'd call it something silly. 70. Yeah, they probably would. Knowing TFL. Oh, darn it, I didn't make it curvy. Alright. 15 million to build all of this. Although I believe they didn't plan for it to open before the 60s. I don't know what to say about that, if that was the case or not. Oh, wrong thing. Alright, let's try a nice junction here. I have a plan, don't worry. I need somewhere that Thameslink used to go. I read somewhere that Thameslink used to go to Woking. Well, I can't disprove that, but I don't know if I could believe that, is what I was trying to say. Let's see if we can make this 80. Ooh, I'm kind of, this is kind of interesting. I like the creativeness I'm trying with this layout, even though it probably wouldn't work IRL, but we can dream. We'll find something. Anyways, if I was PM, I'd be building HS2 and 4 and starting plans to build up a western branch to Scotland. I'd also approve the construction of a Liverpool to Hull high-speed line. Wow, you're thinking of areas outside of London. How generous. That's a really nice thing to do. Wait a minute, it makes sense if this was... There we go. Let's see, can I have this 80? Yes, I can. And how, also, HS2 would get a HS1 link, but I'd probably build it from Old Oak Common instead of Euston. Well, yeah, that would make sense too. I'm fine. I don't really care where the link is. I just would like the link. That's good enough for me. Oh. Okie dokes. Try and just quickly get my head around this connection. How am I going to do this? Okay, so so with this layout, it allows for each platform. That's great. That's fantastic. I love that. But what about in the other direction? Alright, well that's the only downside. That platform requires, oh, there we go. And obviously, also, I'd tear Euston down and rebuild it. Honestly, I like Euston's layout in its current state. Boo! Okay, the track layout, I mean, not the passenger areas. That area needs some rethinking. There'll be a tunnel under Euston to Heathrow, so HS2 trains could go direct without having to reverse. Interesting. Alright, let's see how this works. Yep, that works. Indeed. Splendid. Without conflicting movements. Oh, I am happy. That is delicious. Look at that layout. No conflicting movements whatsoever. Mwah. Mwah. Oh. The only conflicting movement is from this top platform here, but that's okay, it's one. That is just delicious. I love this. Alright, well, let's put Stratford. People aren't willing to walk that far to get to Stratford from West Ham. They'll have to wait. Yeah, everything but the track layout and platform layout at Euston needs tearing down. Yeah, yeah. Because I just hate the area. I hate connecting to the tube. There's no lifts to the Northern and Victoria lines. And in fairness, I can make my way between the two track to do the underground station rather easily. But it's horrible at Euston for the tube. It's so bad. Yes, we do need this many the high capacity because Stratford is a busy station. What's in Hackney Central? Actually, with Euston, I'd have it where the overground tracks are separate from the mainline tracks. That would be a good idea, you know, if there was space underground, put them underground. Dalston Kings and Canonbury, Highbury and Islington. Oh yeah, that is so annoying how you have to basically leave the station and then go back in just to enter the tube. Oh, that's so annoying. So poorly designed. No idea. It's just someone who doesn't use the train, the tube. So this is Camden Road. Could do, and I'd have the Class 350 platform separate from long distance, so commuters don't get mixed up with people with suitcases travelling a long way. That's supposed to sort of happen anyway, but it's a situation where Euston's platforms are rather flexible. But I know what you mean by that, Concord. It's a good idea, but you know, I like the flexibility that it has already. Gospel Oak. Hampstead Heath. It would be nice. I guess the arches would be nice. Again, they do take up a lot of space, so you do have to factor that in. Fair enough then. I guess that makes some sense. Where's Hampstead? Hang on, platforms 2 and 3 are out of use? Wait, what? Really? I didn't hear about this. And let me just double check, track C. Just to remind me of the platforms at Manchester Piccadilly. Hang on. Oh dear. Oh, delicious. So I have even less platforms than normally. Oh dear. Oh, not now. Not the hiccups now. It's Kensal Rise is the next one, yep. Okay, now we just got to connect us the bit to here. Yeah, why not? Platform 9. No, not platform 9, just offset of 9. Might even be 3 and 4, but it's 2 platforms at the Woodhead side of the shed. Alright, well, either way, ouchie ouch for them. We've got West Brompton. I know a pane of glass fell out the roof a few months ago. Oh dear, that's... Hopefully no one was hurt by that, because surely glass can be lethal at that height and speed. Nobody injured because it fell on a train. Okay, that's better at least. Still not good though. Oh, I forgot to make this, there we go, much better. Thankfully it was out of service at the time. Okay, yeah, well, yeah, still, you know, crisis has been slightly averted, but still shame they have to fix, that something like that has to be fixed. West Brompton, Imperial Wharf. My mum was telling me that this area of London, this area, has certainly been gentrified since she used to live there, but before she had us. And it was kind of entertaining because, you know, all of these developments here just didn't exist in the sort of Chelsea area. Northwich, which is still yet to open despite it being... Oh, I'm learning so much today. This is very entertaining. I can't spell these. This is terrible. No, I can. IMP ER IL. Yeah, what? Northwich was the one where the station roof collapsed about 3 years ago. Yeah, I never knew about this, but I'm also not shocked either. Oh, infrastructure's not holding up the best, it seems. All right. As we approach Clapham Junction, let's design. I'm gonna have what's my layout idea? I think we're gonna have 3 platforms. Should we have 3 platforms or 4? I think 3 we can handle 3. I think we'll handle 3 for the R train. So first of all, let's see. Let me copy a thing. Which station did I use 3 platforms at? Which I can mimic. Oh yeah, I forgot I used to do it this way. free platform seems to be a sensible idea. Honestly. And we already got a better line speed than it is IRL. It's much slower. We'll get this ready for the line via, what's it called? Wherever it is. The line that goes near, the line that goes via Peckham. I'll get that at least, the junction laid out there at least. Yeah, I would, well, I mean, track isn't too much of a, track wouldn't be too expensive. Plus, the thing is that this is a slow station. Like, well, it's like a terminus station, so, like, like a flying junction could work, but, you know, I think I'm okay at the moment on this end, considering the trains are going to be quite slow anyway. But we can at least optimize the track layout in bits and pieces. I meant on the other end of the... Oh, this bit here. Well, I don't even know if I'm going to be building this bit. Or this bit. That's a good idea, though. If, you know, if I was building the rest of that line. But for now, I'm okay. Let me just copy my station model. Oh, darn, I didn't mean to delete that bit. Let's get this bit here. Let's have this connect up. Connect this. Also, with the aforementioned works taking place at Piccadilly and Stoke, I saw Platform 5 with a 4-car parked in front of a 6-car 323, which was quite the go. It is kind of entertaining to see random things like that happening because of circumstances like that, as you mentioned. Always gives me a chuckle. Oh, 4K Voyager! Yeah, they do have to do that platform sharing thing there, don't they? So, yeah, kind of funny. Oh, I just noticed it can't access one of the platforms. We need a switch. There we go. Good. Alright. So we just need to sort out Richmond and then all of our not overground is built. And I will be a very happy bun. So let's quickly sort out Richmond. The 323 with 6 million seats going to Macclesfield, whilst the Voyager with its 10 seats going to the southwest. Yeah, I'm just so I hated that Voyager service growing up. So I used to use it all the time from Reading to Bournemouth. And oh, it's just so horrible with how overcrowded it always gets. It infuriated me. How we barely got seats. Will it curve? No, it won't. Oh no, the Windsor lines have mysteriously been overridden. Almost as if I'm not going to utilise them. What a shock. Okay. I was going to try and race that district line, but I'm too slow. Alright. It has now been built. And all it costed us was $19 million. Now we haven't got the depot yet, but I'll pick a place for that later. So, oh, well, goodbye. Huh? Oh, who's going? Did I say bye? You know, I was actually gonna. Alright then, well, see you later, Concord, and, bye. Oh, you're going, alright then. If you're going Concord, then goodbye, and if you're at 12E, see you later, enjoy the rest of your evening. Yes, so, let's see what the issues will bring up to as we now add build the track. So the track has been laid out and built, so that's all good. Now we can add our lines. So I called it Transilien Line N. I'll number the platforms properly later. I just want to obviously get things mainly... I want to get like the track and maybe one train running. I think we can afford one train, perhaps. That's how tight-fisted we are with our money. Right. Put a few mark sort of things here. Alright, so where was I? Oh. I forgot to build the connecting section from Kew Gardens to Gunnersbury. I are totally smart. Of course the game's gonna have a hissy fit. Behave, game. Alright. Now we can continue. So Acton Central. Crimson Junction, Crimson Rise. Let's put the things here, markers. Canterbury, Dalston, Kingsland, Hackney Central, Homerton, Hackney Wick. Build a depot around Acton. Possibly. I mean, it's going to be either there or near Willesden. But we'll sort out... I was going to sort out the depot off screen because it's going to take a while to build. And besides, if we at least invest in the single train, we'll be able to at least work out the timings on this one service, which will be good enough. For now. Oh, it's nice to see them not sharing the tracks at Kew Garden and, you know, Richmond. Right, with this information, okay, now we got this information sorted. I'm also going to make an executive decision. I'm going to not use the Z50,000 because that's a bit cruel. We'll use a pair of shorts, 8800s or 5600s, whichever number you'll prefer. So we're going to use these things, which have a bit more capacity, but still the same-ish length. So this should help. And we can afford one. Because, yes, I could easily just grind the game out and wait, but the game has a loan to pay on the 22nd. So I want to make sure I have enough to pay that loan. So let's do a quick test. Timetable-wise, let's test it. Now the first one starting at, let's say, 5:40 in the morning. Oh! Okay. I want both trains to run about 4... So keeping it similar frequency, so like 4 trains an hour. So let's see... 12 minutes? And then where's... Good. Maybe 15 minutes at each. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, works for me. And we'll give it like a good breathing amount of time at Wilson Junction in both directions. There we go. Okay, so we actually have our train sorted, and I can put it under technical maneuvers. That way I can at least gauge the, like, how fast it goes. Platforms. So it's not going to make money because if I open the line now, the line will get overcrowded and I'll lose money. But if I at least just have the train just as like almost like a test service. So there's our train. It's actually a double-decker, lad. So, we're seeing... I realised if you put the depot with the Wilson, the Watford DC lines could use it. Yeah, oh well, I mean, I have an idea what I'm going to do with that, so I'm going to have a think about where to put the depot tomorrow morning and see how I feel. Oh, this looks good. It's behaving. These speed limits are so much better. I'm actually tempted to add a pair of platforms at Willesden in the center here. That seems like a lot. It makes a lot of sense, but I don't know if the service would justify that. So, it does get to 100 kph at least, so that's good. Yeah. Alright, well, I need to grind more money, and then I'll be able to chuck the trains on. But for now, that's all we're going to do on this stream, because there's not really much else I can do, because we haven't got enough money. But we've made some great progress. We've obviously built that line, and it's... Oh my goodness, we're still getting refunds on the Piccadilly line. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, yeah. Bit of a pain. Maybe build the platforms now, but nothing else can use it. You know, actually, let me add the... That's a good idea. I'm actually going to add the platforms just before I end. Why not? Let me do that. I like it. You know, there's no harm in trying. So, 50. Plus 1. So I'm gonna add the platforms. Because you never know, maybe I might come up with another service overnight, like maybe in my sleep. Yeah, I'll think about it. Let me just at least add this platform. Or platforms, plural. Ooh, that would be perfect if the game was behaving. Hi Daniel, what line are you doing? Well, I was just about to end the stream actually, but I was just doing like a final touches on the North London line. That's what the stream was today. So we've just built the North London line, and I have a train running as a testing trial train. So he's not making us any money, but he is at least behaving. And we're using the double-decker Z 5600s. Come on. Yeah, okay. Well, we've got the platforms at least added. Junction's going to be fun to sort out, so we'll just add this then. This is going to be a bit of a mess. Actually, I know what I can do. I know how to sort this out. Join the tracks up. Do this. Just a bit of tweaking. There we go. Not the most optimized track layout, but you know, it'll do for now. So stupid. Oh, give me the conflicting movement. Well, beggars can't be choosers. We'll leave it as it is then. Leave it like that for now. I don't know. I think that's a candidate for one of the worst junctions I've done. Oh. That is terrible. But, you know, I'm not going to build it. I'm actually going to leave it as a blueprint for now. So when I wake up, hopefully my brain goes, what are you going to... That is a terrible layout. Fix it. But for now, we'll leave it as it is. But I'm not going to build it. But, yeah, that's where the stream's going to end. So, next time when I do another stream, which could be Monday for all I care, we shall, I shall report back to you regarding the North London line. I'll also have the service via via Kensington, Olympia and Shepherd's Bush, hopefully running. And hopefully I'll also have enough money to pay off for the rest of the Piccadilly line trains, since I still don't have enough. Ugh. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming along tonight's streams. It went rather smooth. We've done some great progress. And I shall speak to you guys next time. Thank you everyone for coming along. Where's the end stream button? Alright, night night everybody. The end stream button is over here.